So memories. I think one of the things that I will remember most are really all of the times that we've had visitation together. I can remember going way back before the first one. It was probably in March. There was snow on the ground still, and I was talking to our leadership, and I was going, guys, this is what I want to see happen this summer. I want to see. I want to do some sort of retreat, and you know, we started throwing around the ideas of you know, renting a cottage or doing something offsite, and none of those things seemed financially feasible. I didn't necessarily want an expensive event. I wanted something cheap, but something that would, or something that not cheap, but something that didn't cost a lot, but something that would be obviously very memorable. And so we came up with the idea of doing something in-house and be like a youth lock-in, but not. So we were looking at that, and we started planning it, and you know, I started looking at perhaps bringing in a guest speaker, or am I going to do the speaking? I think I spoke one of the messages that night, and we had this altar time, and we had this Coke theology session that lasted probably 4 or 5 hours into the night, which ended up with us writing down specific sins that we wanted to be over with, and then we burned them up in the parking lot. Good times. You know, they were spiritual events, but they were also events designed for us to just, you know, get to know each other better, and fellowship with one another, and really just enjoy people's company. And each visitation, from the first one to the last one, just a month ago, you know, has been incredibly different. Some things have remained the same. I mean, there's been Coke theology. We've gone from the 2 sessions. I mean, we'd have the one session the Friday night, and then have another one in the morning. And maybe I'm just getting old, but I just can't do that anymore. And so yeah. But these things have remained constant. But there's been some different elements. I mean, we started the pancake breakfast, and then we moved away from pancake breakfast, and then we brought it back. But they were just fabulous events, and they're one of the things that I will remember most about this young adults program. The other thing that I will remember most, and you know, this is a week of V's, I suppose, is the videos, and not necessarily this one, but I think early on, when we were experimenting with video announcements and all the rest of that, we looked at infusing some humor into it, and so there was an issue with a couple displaying a little too much. There was too much personal displays of affection with one couple going on, and so we did something rather awkward with a couple of teddy bears in one of the early videos. I can remember just spending most Sunday afternoons at Cody Wilson's, or out with Jordan Teddy, or out with Cody, filming videos for the Thursday announcements, and they were interesting and good times. And then a couple of summers ago, maybe 3 summers ago now, we did 2 series. We did the Feud, and we did the PAOC. The Feud was a result of you know, me looking at YouTube videos and coming across one church video that was doing something similar, and I think it was a Bruxy Cavey video, and somebody either he or somebody was basically just wailing on him in the video, and I looked at James and I said, "Here, take a look at this," and I said, "I think we can do something like this." And so we had one video in mind, and we shot that in Kingston. And basically at the end of the video, he has enough, and he tackles me. We sort of left it at that. And then we started that week, the week coming, we started talking about we need to probably continue on continue this story a little bit and advance it. And then the next week he was chasing me around the church, and eventually at the end of the video he beat me up with a chair. And a couple of those shots were real, so he didn't want to do them, but I said, come on, we got to make this look as real as possible. So I gave him the green light, and who doesn't want to beat up their pastor? And so he got a chance to beat me up. And then of course the next video was the epic one where we were all together, and we were filming in the rain, and Rob Jewer stole the scene with his muttering going up Mount Pelion. But yeah, it was epic. I really loved shooting those videos. I really loved spending time. It was an excuse to get together with people and just spend an afternoon throwing ideas around and filming them. And if nobody was entertained except for those of us who were actually in them, then that doesn't matter. I was entertained. I loved them. Even to this day, I still occasionally will throw it in the DVD player and watch. And then of course there was the PAOC, which had its own brand of humor. We didn't really beat on each other, and it had the dark ending, and it was just fun. And we got away from infusing announcements into the story. It just became a video, but they were incredibly fun to do. Very fun to do. So yeah, I'll miss the videos, and I'll miss the videos, and I'll miss visitation. But those were times that I will take away from all of this, and those are things that I will look back on fondly and remember them, and have a glad heart as I think of them. So yeah.